Hi all, Cynthia here from NB Pretty Papers, up on the Crafty Move and Getaway today with a In Your Pocket Tuesday spread. At the beginning you would have saw the inspiration piece, which has a couple of photos of sort of a blue pink theme to them. They look very planet-like, surreal, celestial type of feel to them. So I went through my papers and I knew that I had that purple one there that's on the bottom. Kind of reminded me of two of those images in the inspiration piece. And then I also pulled out those other two blue stars and the other one which has the cityscape on it, and also some speckles that sort of looks like it's stars as well. So I have my photos here. This is a trip that my husband and I took to a local museum here, and I've just chosen some photos that I want to scrap some of the, I guess, the exhibitions that you could take photos of and put up on YouTube. Some of the exhibitions are very left field, a lot of female body parts and naked bodies and stuff that you look at and think, can't quite see how that is art and how people would really want to be looking at that, but a lot of the exhibitions are quite interesting as well. So I'm just going through deciding on the layout of where I want my photos to be, as opposed to my two, one journaling card I guess and one title card, and I think I like that layout. And then I pull out my stash containers and I go through them all and pull out a few different things in different colours. I wasn't exactly sure what colours I was going to use, but as I was going through the blacks I saw that M that is on the title card, and I knew I'd cut that out of this piece of paper at some stage, so I decided to go in and cut the rest of my title out from the same paper. And my title is Mona, which is the name of the museum, which stands for Museum of Old and New Art. Quite like these pieces, they're black with round the edge of the black and the actual letter number. It's a letter. Oh, I've got to get it right in a minute. Letter is silver glitter. So I kind of felt like that went with the sort of the space type of feel that I have going here. I don't do a lot of embellishing on this layout or this spread. I keep it mainly to the title card and the journaling card, and a lot of the photos I don't put anything on, but I just really like the way this has come together. So from when I was going through my stash, I pulled out things that I thought went with the theme. So I pulled out a lot of stars, and I also pulled out a few frames. As it is a museum, I thought the frame sort of worked well. So going through, just starting to see what I can lay where. I like the fact that that's got white in it, that frame, but I didn't actually like the frame itself. So I end up going back to this black frame here, which in a moment you'll see that I back it with some white paper anyway, just so I can write my journaling on that. Just want to cover that lady up that's in that photo, so I go through a couple of different options of what I could put down there, and I end up using something else, not that black piece, that does not stay there. Here you go, here's where I'm backing that frame that I spoke about. And that's where I'll do my journaling inside that circle there, and it's just enough room. How has everyone been? You've all been well? You're all managing to get a bit of scrapping done, a bit of art done? I actually went away this weekend on our boat, and I did record a video while I was out on the boat, but after coming back and watching it, the boat was doing a little bit of rocking and rolling, and you could see that in the film, so I won't be putting that one up. But it was nice to do a bit of scrapping out on the boat as well. I did a couple of pages. So there you can see I've just grabbed that tag that says something like Fun Day Inside, I think it said, as was inside the museum. I've just cut that into 3 strips, and I'm going to lay it over top of that lady. And that's pretty much all the embellishments I do on that page. I thought about adding a star, but I don't think I do. Just going back to see, going to work on the title card now. And that M, I see I stuck the tape down, and I knew I peeled the backing tape off, and then I decided to go and do something. There we go, I set it down there. And then I decided to back this frame, and I lost my M. In a couple of minutes I will go to look for it, and I cannot find it anywhere. In the end I had to stop the film and go back and watch it twice so I could see where it disappeared to. Here we go, here I'm starting to look. Now where did it go? When I put that white cardstock down to cut my frame out, it stuck to the white cardstock, and I just couldn't see it. I'm looking high and low, and I think, where is it? And this is where I decided, yep, I had to stop the film and go and find it, and tracked it down. I'm going to put my title down, overlap it with that frame, and then there's another white acetate piece that says documented. I put that down as well. I just purchased a Xyron or Xyron label maker, but I didn't even think to use it on this piece. I could have used, I was wondering what I was going to do, but in the end I just used a glue stick that I knew dried clear. But I could have actually ran it through my new sticker maker. Oh, well, next time maybe. So I'm just sticking that there, and then I have a few of these acetate, no, these would be vellum stars. I use the same glue to glue those down with as well. Having to look to see what else I can do. This truck, so this truck's outside, it's I would say a full-size scale of a truck, and it's all made out of wrought iron. And you know how the olden day houses had on their verandas, they had the corners that were wrought iron? The whole truck and the trailer and the truck that's on the trailer was all made out of that type of material. It was amazing, the detail that was into it. It looked fantastic. Pulling out some small alphas here, and I'm just going to write out Museum of Old and New Art, so when I'm looking back at it in the future I can remember what Mona stands for. So the museum down here, Mona, is actually owned by a private a man. He owns it. It's his own personal collection that he opens up to the public. All local residents that live in Tasmania can visit for free, but interstate and international visitors have to pay to go in. But he himself has done, he puts on a lot of festivals and shows and concerts and all sorts of stuff for the state. So he's done wonders for the tourist industry here in Tasmania. He brings a lot of national and international people down to have a look at his museum and be involved in some of the festivals that he runs. Quickly writing down my journaling, just saying how it was an interesting museum, how some of the displays are very interesting and thought-provoking, and how some of them are just shocking and quite disgusting. So put that down. That's all I write there. And I think it's pretty much coming to the end of the layout. I don't think I do too much more. I do a little bit more, put the date, and that's really about it. So if you stuck with me this far, thank you very much. If you've enjoyed this process, please give me a thumbs up. Jump on to the Crafty Maven Getaway channel and have a look at all the other wonderful videos, something new going up every day, all different types of themes. Hopefully there's something there that will to inspire you to get crafty, get scrapping. There you go, putting it all back out in the order that I think they will go, and I'm done. Once again, thank you very much. I will catch you on the next one. Talk to you then. Bye.